Welcome to Bowl Week. Glad to have you with us from Boca Raton, Florida for what ought to be an exciting matchup in the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the UCONN Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Jacksonville State's offense will have the ball first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So UConn's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Looking down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Defense. The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The inside handoff. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown.
Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught over the middle. It's Mullen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and he hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab on the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Winston. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the outside to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short.
2nd down coming up.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab behind the line. It's Mullen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quickly complete. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Moses. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
38-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Gamecock. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
10, Jacksonville State, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UConn offense goes back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. UCONN going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught behind the line, it's Mullen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
That's a first down for the offense.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Punt is in the air. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's Cherry. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here comes the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what they've got on second down.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Moses. Out of bounds he goes, they'll mark it at the 16. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Finds his big tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. He's looking to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat-type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's head back to Reese and the fellas for the conclusion of the Boca Bowl.
The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. Pulled and fired complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Winston. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
From the gun, running back on the move. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Grabbed in the backfield. It's Mullen. They've got the play bottle up. Fumble, it's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
UCONN going back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you...
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. They try to pop a run on the draw. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got it behind the line. It's Mullen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Turning it on! Rims him with the stiff arm. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. He'll keep it himself. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Good enough for first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're trying to extend this already long drive. The 9th play is a 3rd and 3. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Here's the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back at the 16.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead is down to a field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Fighting off the defender. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll pull it on the read. Open space at the 25. And he's knocked down. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Cherry. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. A quick pass to the left. Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. They'll leave it with him. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Creates a little room. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snagged in the middle. It's Pena. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. UConn quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Ellington. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete to the left. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
At the 50. First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Goes to the option, the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. Plucks it out of the air. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mullen. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Mullen. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Right back up top on second and 10. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pena. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small